Looking for a new course in nursing and paramedical course? Admissions open at one of the most top colleges in the country. East-West Group of Institutions, Bangalore, recognized by Indian Nursing Council and Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Science. Choose your courses on your screen. Hurry up! Limited seats available. For more details, contact the link given below.
James P.K. Sangma, President of Meghalaya Cricket Association, MCA, hak arpenyu trek ujeliu arja punriu, ula pentip baga jing ujor, kabala ujor, daki Thei-Lehkai, ka under 23 cricket team ke jela, kadai ke bashisha, kabala dangkti, da coach bar team manager, katkum ka hukum bala penmi, da Meghalaya State Commission for Women. Haba pentip ikani sigilar patai kubor, Shillong Press Club. James P.K. Sangma ulong baki nongkit kam barim ka Meghalaya Cricket Association rukila syarai penrem nama ka cingbam simkia jungki halor ka jing ucor ulong ba nakaliang ju laweng kam igini ki arngot naki kam kibakiban ba kumjuru ba nomsya asyu bandan menta haki kami lekai cricket hakeleng kari nangni syakman nolor kata ulong ru ba Sospon yu ba regional khar kamni uba badi kam secretary nama ka cingbam simkia jungu halor kitegi jing ucor.
There was recently a complaint filed with the Meghalaya State Women's Commission pertaining to sexual harassment in Meghalaya Cricket Association. This matter was taken up by the Commission, and the Honourable Commission very recently gave out two reports. One was dated 5th of June. And the other report came out as recently as 26th of June. And I would like to place on record that the Meghalaya Cricket Association respects the decision of the Meghalaya Commission, Women's Commission, and all the findings and the report which has the order which has come out, and we are very thankful for to the commission for having done due diligence and having come out with this report. The report has clearly, both these reports have clearly stated in very unambiguous terms that the complaint filed by the under 23 women's cricket team of Meghalaya were found to be true, and it has very clearly stated that the coach and the team manager, I will not name them, of course you will already be having their names which is mentioned in the order, have been found guilty of sexual harassment, abetment, and of course, having committed sexual harassment. And also the fact that office bearers who were informed of such kind of sexual harassment taking place have also been found guilty. The office bearers of the previous Meghalaya Cricket Association have also been found guilty of the fact that they did not act upon the complaint which they personally got before the players had no other choice but to go to the Meghalaya's Women's Commission. So I would like to today state that we respect the order of the Commission, and the Commission has very clearly passed an order, and being a quasi-judicial body, a statutory body, we have to comply with the recommendations and the orders of the Meghalaya State Women's Commission, and accordingly I, as the president, the present president, the incumbent president of the Meghalaya Cricket Association, we have taken a decision, and I have passed necessary orders complying with the order of the Meghalaya State Women's Commission to dismiss both the coach and the team manager, and we are also not just dismissing them, but we are also placing a lifetime ban on them, that they should not ever work with Meghalaya Cricket Association, or for that matter with any other cricketing body in the country. We will be informing this to all the cricket associations. This is something that for us as an organization, we believe that there should be zero tolerance towards any form of sexual harassment. Today, Meghalaya Cricket Association wants to send across this message that we will not leave any stone left unturned in terms of acting against any such complaints found to be true, and also setting an example so that it will deter anyone in the future of ever thinking of taking advantage of our women players. So that is the first decision that I'm conveying to all of you. It is an order that I, as President of MCA, have passed, and accordingly I will be sharing that letter of dismissal with all the members of the press as well. The second thing is that in the second order, which came out on the 26th of June, in which the complainants had also mentioned that the office bearers of that particular time, namely the former president of the Meghalaya Cricket Association, Mr. Navabrata Bhattacharjee, the former secretary, who is also presently the secretary of MCA, Mr. Reynold Kharkamni, the previous treasurer of MCA, Mr. Dhruvajyoti Thakuria, and also the previous manager of cricket operations, Mr. Shining Star Lindo, have been, very, very clearly found to have not carried out their duties as office bearers of the Meghalaya Cricket Association, despite having knowledge of this complaint, which was first addressed to them, but they took no action against the coach and the manager. And for that, the Commission has also recommended that strict action should be taken against all of them. So, in my capacity as President of the Meghalaya Cricket Association, again, in compliance with the order of the Meghalaya State Women's Commission, I am placing Mr. Reynold Kharkamni, the present Secretary of the Meghalaya Cricket Association, under suspension. And the matter is being forwarded to the Ombudsman of the Meghalaya Cricket Association, which is a redressal mechanism and an oversight body in the MCA. So we are forwarding this to the Ombudsman, who is a retired Justice of the High Court, for him to take up this matter, which is clearly mentioned in the report of the MSCW, and we are forwarding this matter to the Ombudsman and allow him to take appropriate action on this regard, as spelled out in the order of the MSCW. One of the recommendations which have been, among many, have been given by the State Women's Commission is the institution of the Internal Complaints Committee. So, under the POSH Act, it is very, very clearly mentioned that any organization must have an Internal Complaints Committee. It's very unfortunate that Meghalaya Cricket Association never ever thought it important to have an ICC. And even the Office of the Ombudsman was neglected for the past 2 years, wherein we've never had the Ombudsman in place, although this is mandated by the Supreme Court and the Lodha Commission. that ombudsman must be there, must be appointed by any cricketing association. However, after assuming charge as president, the first decision that I took as the president of MCA, on the 7th of March, we had an Apex Council meeting and we accordingly appointed the ombudsman. However, the internal complaints committee was also in the pipeline, but we could not complete that process. So now that the commission has said that this must be done at the earliest, I am very happy to also inform that in compliance with the order, we are also going to go ahead with the constitution of the internal complaints committee. And this is being done. We've set up a ways and means by which we will be making a team to look into the formation of the internal complaints committee. I've also, would like to also state here, of course, going back to point number 2, that I have read, of course, I've heard and I've read somewhere that the secretary of the former and also the present secretary, that Mr. Renaud Karkamni, is planning to approach the court against the report and the verdict of the Meghalaya State Women's Commission, and said he took the name of MCA. I would like to very, very categorically state here that the report of the Meghalaya State Commission for Women is not against the MCA. It is against certain individuals who have been found guilty of not performing their duties, and the faith and the confidence of all these players which is placed upon the very office that they hold. So on these individuals, they have had serious acts of omission and commission. So he has said that the MCA is going to go to court. I think that I would like to make it very, very clear that MCA is not going to be going to court regarding this. This is against Mr. Renaud Karkamni as an individual, and MCA is not going to foot the bill, legal bills of any individual who is named in this particular report to fight against their battles. So this is very, I would like to make this very, very clear. I would also like to say that a lot of things have been happening. I know that many of you will be having questions, and I think that it will be better if I allow for certain questions so that more clarity can be achieved. So, Mr. Navabrata Bhattacharji, Mr. Dhruva Jyoti Thakuria, and Mr. Shining Star Lindu. Of course, let me start with Mr. Shining Star Lindu. He was the manager of cricket operations, and his contract is supposed to be renewed, and it was supposed to have been renewed at the end of this financial year for this financial year, but that renewal has not taken place. So so right now he is not under the employ of the MCA. Mr. Dhruva Jyoti Thakuria similarly is a former member, so we do not have any jurisdictional authority over Mr. Dhruva Jyoti Thakuria as well. Similarly for Mr. Navabrata Bhattacharji, he is also a former member, so we cannot take any action against them, but we can surely take action against a sitting member of the association. So that's why there's nothing much we can do in their regards.
The Act has a provision to file FIRs against all those who are involved.
Correct.
Will you be going for that?
As of now, as an association, we are limiting our options to giving it to the Ombudsman first. And if the Ombudsman so decides or so recommends that we file an FIR, we will do the needful then. But as of now, any action which can be taken will have to be carried out by the Ombudsman. That is what the constitution of the MCA mandates, and that is also how BCCI functions. So we will be going strictly by that.
Since when is this thing is happening? Which year?
So this is something where the complaint came out, I think it has taken a lot of courage for these girls to really come forward. It's not easy for any woman or any girl to come forward and talk about how they've been sexually exploited or harassed. The complaint was filed in the month of December to the officials of the Meghalaya Cricket Association, the then president, Mr. Bhattacharjee Naba, and the then secretary and the then treasurer, along with the MCO, manager of cricket operations. So I really would not be knowing since when. It's just that these girls finally, brought up the courage to come forward and talk about it. Many a times, these kind of things are always brushed under the carpet. But I really appreciate the courage of these girls to have come forward, because it's not just for them. Had they kept silent about this, this would have continued without anyone knowing about it. And many women in the future, girls in the future, would have fallen victim to such kind of sexual harassment. So I really don't know since when, but the fact that now we are in the know that these kind of things have happened, I'm very ashamed of it. But nonetheless, now that we know, I would like to assure everyone that as president, we have always maintained that there will be zero tolerance, and in going in future also, we will not have any kind of room for such kind of activities and such kind of harassment against women.
Habatin, pej bahagi kashab plus F.
Ka plus F?
Hakabam bangibam dunaki eki batay kamet. Namar kata habathiru atau kau kamlu ka umpnyang kadut pej ya kashab plus F haka jingsom. Yaki nutrient kumki vitamin bat ka ayan la icon diat bat ka bathau bha kam kta ikadur jingki marbam ka jingmat lani ka rukom shed yaki. Balehi banai kita. Kadon ka we ka jing mentoy ba kongsan. Ka kot ka kia. Ka nutrition ba khambha ka jing im ba khambha pendon kam daki mar ba madon ka sharp plus F menta kasni
Lawan Ra Shafi Lingba ko office jong Commissionerate of Food Safety Meghalaya.